Something strange is happening in the Outlander universe. The Blood of My Blood Season 2 trailer didn't just give us a glimpse of the past, it rewrote it. Because what if the man who once saved Claire Fraser's life is the same one who took her brother? Yes, Master Raymond, the healer, the mystic, the time traveler, might be hiding a truth so powerful it could tear the very fabric of time itself. Today on SugarBee, we're breaking down every hidden frame, every whispered clue, and every heartbreaking secret from the Blood of My Blood Season 2 trailer. Let's dive in. The Blood of My Blood Season 2 trailer didn't just premiere, it erupted across the Outlander fandom like thunder rolling over the Scottish Highlands. Within minutes of its release, social media platforms lit up. Fans were pausing, replaying, and dissecting every second, every frame, and every whisper. At first glance, it seemed like another classic Outlander prequel moment, sweeping landscapes, haunting violin music, and the familiar promise of love, loss, and destiny. But for those who listened closer, something felt different. There was a strange undercurrent to the trailer, something mystical, even dangerous. Then came the line that changed everything. A faint, almost ghostly voice whispered through the mist, "Every child of the stones must be protected." That one sentence sent chills across the fandom. It wasn't just a poetic line, it was a prophecy. And it hinted that the child at the center of the story, baby William, was no ordinary child. He was born from something beyond the natural world, something tied to the very heart of time travel itself. As the trailer continued, we saw fleeting, powerful imagery. Julia Fraser, holding her newborn in trembling arms, whispering his name with tears in her eyes. Behind her, the world seemed to darken, as though fate itself was closing in. Then came the shadow, a hooded figure watching from the distance, his expression unreadable. And in one quick, almost hidden frame, the kind you'd miss if you blinked, Master Raymond appeared. His hands cradled the child, his blue pendant glowed faintly, and around him stood a ring of standing stones. That single image sent waves through the fandom. What did it mean? Why was Raymond, a character once thought to be long gone, holding Julia's child near the stones? It wasn't just a flashback or dream. It felt intentional, symbolic, powerful, and yet the more fans analyzed it, the clearer it became. This wasn't just a symbolic moment, it was a message. The trailer seemed to be telling us that Raymond's actions weren't born of malice or madness, but out of duty. If he took William, it wasn't out of fear, greed, or manipulation, it was out of necessity, out of protection, because something ancient, something unseen, had begun to move against the travelers. The whispers of time, those strange, echoing sounds fans noticed layered into the trailer's sound design, made everything more chilling. One fan slowed the audio down and claimed to hear another hidden line, possibly Raymond's voice saying, "He must be hidden, for time to survive." If that's true, then Season 2 could unravel one of the greatest secrets in Outlander history, that the battle for time itself began long before Claire and Jamie ever met. The trailer closes its first act on a haunting visual, the stones glowing faintly as thunder rumbles in the distance. Julia's cries fade, replaced by Raymond's silhouette stepping through the circle with the baby in his arms. The screen cuts to black, and those same words appear again in white text. "Every child of the stones must be protected." And just like that, the world of Outlander was forever changed. Master Raymond has always been one of the most fascinating and elusive figures in the entire Outlander saga. He isn't a soldier, a lover, or even a man bound by time. He's something entirely different. When Claire met him in Paris during Outlander Season 2, their connection was instant and almost otherworldly. He wasn't startled by her modern knowledge or her strange way of speaking. Instead, he looked at her as if he already knew her, as if he could see right through the centuries that separated them. In that moment, fans realized something profound. Raymond wasn't just a healer, he was one of her kind, a traveler, someone who didn't just understand time, but belonged to it. For years, viewers have debated Raymond's true origins. Some believe he's from the distant past, maybe even the prehistoric age, when the first travelers discovered the stones. Others think he might come from the far future, sent back to maintain the balance of time. But now, in Blood of My Blood Season 2, the trailer hints that the mystery surrounding Raymond is finally about to unfold. We see glimpses of his dimly lit workshop, a place that feels like a bridge between centuries. Bottles filled with glowing blue liquid line the shelves, their light pulsing like living energy. Ancient scrolls rest open across the table, covered in strange circular runes, symbols that match the carvings on the stones themselves. The air hums faintly, as if the room itself is alive with power. Then, for a brief but haunting moment, Raymond lifts a cracked gemstone, the same blue pendant he once wore when he helped Claire in Paris. His eyes glisten as he whispers, "Forgive me, Claire." His tone isn't angry or vengeful, it's sorrowful, almost broken. It's the sound of a man who has made an impossible choice. That pendant might hold the answer to everything. Many fans now believe the gem isn't just a charm or a healer's trinket, it's a fragment of the same energy that powers the stones, the mysterious force that allows certain people to move through time. The trailer seems to confirm this theory when the pendant glows the moment Raymond looks at baby William. The light flickers softly, almost as if it recognizes him. This tiny detail could mean everything. If the pendant reacts to William, then he must share its essence, the energy of the stones themselves. That means William isn't just connected to time, he's born from it. Suddenly, Raymond's actions start to make sense. His decision to take William wasn't a kidnapping, it was protection. He may have seen what others could not, a child born entirely attuned to time, capable of shifting its balance with a thought. Such power would attract danger from forces that dwell beyond human understanding. And as the cracked gem pulses in Raymond's hand, fans are left to wonder if the damage is symbolic. A warning that the line between protector and destroyer has already begun to blur. Because if William truly is the first child of time, then Master Raymond's greatest secret might also be his greatest sin. The phrase, "every child of the stones must be protected," isn't just a warning, it's a prophecy. When the trailer whispers these words, it feels like time itself is speaking. It's the kind of line that redefines everything we thought we knew about the Outlander universe. Because if this is true, then William, Julia, and Henry Fraser's son is no ordinary child. He is something far greater, something impossible. William's story begins long before his birth. His parents, Julia and Henry, are both descendants of families forever marked by the power of the stones. Their lives were shaped by love that defied centuries and by choices that bent the natural laws of time. Their union wasn't just romantic fate, it was an anomaly. Two people, both touched by the stone's magic, creating life together. And in doing so, they may have changed the very fabric of history. The trailer leans heavily into this theme with haunting, symbolic imagery. A child's laughter echoes faintly as streaks of blue light swirl across the standing stones. The glow is beautiful but unsettling. It feels alive, pulsing with energy. For a brief second, the light grows brighter, until the screen flashes white, and we see Raymond's pendant crack. That single frame, less than a heartbeat, carries enormous weight to the trained eye. It's not just a visual flourish, it's a warning. Fans believe the cracking gem symbolizes what Raymond fears most, that William's power, if left unchecked, could fracture the delicate flow of time itself. If the child's connection to the stones is pure, unfiltered, it might not just allow him to travel through time, it could allow him to reshape it. He might be able to sense the echoes of moments that haven't happened yet, or feel the ripple of choices made centuries ago. Imagine a child who dreams of the past as though he lived it, or laughs at events that won't happen for another 100 years. To someone like Raymond, who understands the fragile balance of timelines, this would be terrifying, because one mistake, one uncontrolled surge of energy could destroy everything. And so, Raymond's choice begins to make sense. Taking William wasn't an act of cruelty, it was an act of preservation. He wasn't stealing the child, he was saving him, and possibly saving all of time itself. To teach him, to shield him, to keep his powers from those who would exploit them. But protection always demands a price. The trailer makes this heartbreak painfully clear. As Raymond steps into the ring of stones with the child, the camera lingers on his face, full of sorrow, regret, and dread. He whispers something almost inaudible, "Forgive me," because he knows what he's about to do will destroy more than time. It will destroy trust. Julia's anguish will ripple through history. Her search for her lost son will consume her life. And Raymond, the guardian of time, will become its prisoner, a man exiled across centuries, burdened with the guilt of saving a world that will never understand his sacrifice. In that single moment, the moment the gem cracks, the Blood of My Blood trailer tells us everything we need to know. William isn't just a child of time, he's its greatest miracle, and its greatest threat. The trailer's tone shifts dramatically the moment Julia's trembling voice pierces through the silence. "You took him from me. I will find him." It's raw, primal, and drenched in heartbreak. That single line transforms Blood of My Blood. from a historical epic into a haunting tale of a mother defying the laws of time itself. For the first time, Julia Fraser isn't portrayed as the wide-eyed daughter of noble lineage or the compassionate healer who inherited her family's gift. She's a mother on the edge of madness, driven by love, fury, and the unbearable ache of loss. Her child, William, has vanished without a trace. And deep down, Julia knows who is responsible: Master Raymond. The trailer unfolds like a fever dream. We see the sweeping landscapes of the Scottish Highlands, dawn mist curling over the heather, the glint of moonlight on standing stones, and Julia's silhouette framed against the horizon. Every scene pulses with urgency. Her once gentle demeanor has hardened. Her voice, once filled with warmth, now trembles with vengeance. In one chilling scene, Julia kneels before the stones at Cranadun. Her hands are bleeding from clutching the ground, her voice hoarse as she whispers, "Show me the way." Then, lightning strikes. The camera lingers on her face as blue energy coils around her, a visual echo of the power her ancestors once wielded. She's not just following in their footsteps, she's channeling their spirit. But her journey is far from safe. As Julia steps through time, she begins to sense she's being followed. The trailer cuts to a shadowy figure, cloaked in gray, standing just beyond the circle of stones. His eyes glint, not with malice, but with purpose. He is the Watcher. Some fans are convinced this is Archbug, continuing his eternal obsession with the Fraser bloodline. Yet, others believe he belongs to something far older, the Keepers of Time, an ancient order sworn to guard the stones and prevent any traveler from altering history's flow. The trailer's cryptic montage deepens the mystery. Julia walks through centuries, from the icy moors of 8th century Scotland to candlelit monasteries where monks guard forbidden scrolls. She deciphers strange markings that all point to one truth: William is alive, but he's hidden within a different time. Each step forward brings her closer to him, and closer to the truth Raymond tried to protect. One haunting image lingers: Julia standing in front of a mirror that reflects not her face, but the image of her infant son reaching out to her from another century. Her voice trembles as she whispers, "Hold on, my love." By the trailer's final shot, Julia isn't just a grieving mother, she's a time warrior. Her desperation has become destiny, and her hunt through time might unravel the very thread that binds the Fraser legacy: love stronger than death, and a curse that spans centuries. "You took him from me, I will find him." It's not just a promise, it's prophecy. The final moments of the Blood of My Blood Season 2 trailer are pure Outlander magic, the kind that leaves fans breathless and full of questions. As the haunting score builds, the screen flickers between images of fire, storm, and the glimmering stones. Then, the camera focuses on a familiar figure, Master Raymond. He stands at the heart of the circle, his cracked pendant pulsing with an eerie blue glow. The look on his face is one of sorrow and resolve, as if he's about to commit the ultimate sacrifice. "He is not lost," Raymond whispers, his voice trembling with both grief and hope, "only hidden." Then, the screen explodes in white light, followed by the faint echo of a child's laughter. The world goes silent. It's the kind of ending that stops fans in their tracks, forcing them to rewatch every frame for clues. What does it mean? For many, the answer lies in that single, mysterious line: Raymond hasn't sent William through time, not backward or forward. Instead, he's placed him between time, a realm outside history's reach, where the flow of years and centuries stands still. In this liminal space, William is protected, unseen, untouched, and unreachable by the forces that seek to control him. This theory would change everything we know about Outlander. It redefines not only the nature of time travel in the series, but also the mythology behind the stones themselves. If Raymond can create a space between time, then perhaps the stones aren't merely portals. They are gateways to layers of existence, echoes of moments preserved like glass shards in the universe. It also ties back to Claire's experiences across the original series. The faint whispers she sometimes heard near the stones, the glimmering blue lights that danced around her hands, these weren't random phenomena. They were traces of William's existence. The baby who was between time might have been calling out to her, his ancestor reaching through the veil in search of connection. Suddenly, every ghostly vision, every inexplicable sound Claire encountered, takes on new meaning. The trailer suggests that this season will bring Julia and Raymond face to face in a moment of devastating truth. No longer the healer and the wise man of Paris, they will stand as two beings who've tampered with the universe's deepest laws. Raymond, burdened by his knowledge, and Julia, driven by a mother's grief, are two sides of the same coin. One who hid the child to save him, and the other who will risk everything to bring him back. As the trailer ends, the music swells into a haunting melody of pipes and strings. The screen fades to black. One final line appears, "Forgive me, Claire." It's a chilling callback, a confession that suggests Raymond's actions have rippled far beyond his lifetime. He may have saved William, but in doing so, he might have fractured the very fabric of time itself. And when Blood of My Blood returns, one thing is certain: the Outlander universe will never be the same again. To understand why Raymond took William, we must remember who he is. When Claire met Raymond in Paris, he recognized her aura. He knew she was a traveler. He never feared her. Instead, he called her Madonna and spoke of healing, destiny, and time like someone who'd lived beyond centuries. Season 2 of Blood of My Blood finally cracks open his mystery. The trailer shows his secret chamber, bottles glowing, strange runes marked in blood, and an ancient book titled Les Enfants du Temps, Children of Time. Raymond gazes into a fractured gemstone, the same pendant from Season 2 of Outlander. "Forgive me, Claire," he whispers, as the pendant pulses in his hand. That pendant isn't just jewelry, it's a fragment of the power that fuels the stones, perhaps even a shard of the very same material they're carved from. When it glows near William, the light responds, as if it recognizes him. This suggests something extraordinary. William may be the first true child born of the stone's energy, a being capable of sensing time itself. Raymond, knowing the danger such a power holds, takes him, not to harm him, but to save him from those who would use him to rewrite history. The voiceover, "Every child of the stones must be protected," becomes hauntingly clear. Julia Fraser and Henry carry time in their bloodlines. Their union created something that defies nature, a child capable not just of traveling through time, but of feeling it. The trailer gives us haunting imagery, a baby's laughter as blue light flickers across the stones, Julia clutching her head in pain as echoes of centuries swirl around her. Then, a single flash, Raymond's pendant cracking in his hand. That fracture isn't random. It symbolizes time breaking, a sign that William's power is too strong. Raymond understands the stakes. If the wrong person discovers the boy's gift, the timeline could unravel. And so, Raymond does what he must. He steals the child away. Knowing Julia will never forgive him, he sacrifices his peace for the stability of time itself. But destiny has a cruel sense of humor, for in trying to protect William, Raymond may have triggered the very events he hoped to prevent. The most heart-wrenching part of the trailer comes when Julia's voice pierces the silence. "You took him from me. I will find him." Her determination burns through every frame. We see her journey, snow-covered mountains, torchlit nights, endless searching. She consults old seers, touches the stones, and sees flashes of blue light. Her mother's instincts lead her across time itself. But she's not alone. A cloaked figure appears, always watching. Some believe it's Archbug, still seeking revenge against the Fraser line. Others think it's one of the Keepers of Time, a secret order, sworn to protect the stones from being abused. Julia's search turns into a war between love and destiny. She's torn between the human need to save her child and the cosmic laws that forbid it. Every step she takes through time risks unraveling history itself. The final seconds of the trailer show Raymond at the stones. His pendant glows again, the same eerie blue. He is not lost, only hidden. Then a flash, a child's laughter. Silence. Raymond hasn't sent William backward or forward. When Julia finally finds Raymond, their confrontation promises to be one of the most emotional scenes in the franchise's history. Mother versus guardian, love versus time. The trailer ends with one final line: "Forgive me, Claire." The screen fades to black, leaving fans stunned. But the story doesn't end there. The final frames tease something greater, a war brewing across centuries. Julia's actions may have awakened forces that have slept for hundreds of years, the Keepers of Time, ancient travelers who guard the balance between past and future. If Julia crosses the stones again, she may find herself face to face with them, and with the truth about her own bloodline. For if William truly is the child of time, then Claire, Jamie, Brianna, and Roger were never just travelers. They were part of a design once set in motion, long before the first stone ever hummed. The trailer ends with haunting music and a simple title card: "Time protects its own." The music fades to a low hum, the same haunting melody we heard at the start of the trailer. The screen shows the ancient stones glowing under a blood-red dawn, wind whispering through the highlands. A soft voice, perhaps Claire's, or Julia's, echoes through the mist. Time does not take. It hides. It waits. And as the camera pans closer, we see a faint silhouette of a child's hand pressing against a wall of light. Trapped between time, Then everything fades to black. This is where Blood of My Blood, Season 2 leaves us on the edge of heartbreak and wonder. Master Raymond may not be a villain at all, but a guardian of something much larger, a war for the soul of time itself. And William, the child of time, might be the key to connecting every generation of Frasers, from Claire and Jamie, to Brianna and Roger, to Julia and Henry. But the question that remains is the one Outlander fans have always asked. How much would you sacrifice to protect love, even if it means breaking time itself? As the theme swells, the words appear on screen. Time protects its own. Coming soon, Blood of My Blood Season 2. Soft bagpipes play as your outro begins. From the standing stones of Craigna Dun to the lost realms between centuries, this was another journey through love, fate, and time. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe to SugarBee, and share your theories below, because the truth about William and Master Raymond is just beginning. A faint sound of the stones hums one last time as the screen fades to your outro logo. SugarBee, where stories of time never end.